Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Saturday. How's everybody's Saturday going? How's everybody's weekend going so far? Hopefully, everybody's having a great day. Hopefully, you're all having a great weekend. Hopefully, it's been a good week. It is Saturday, May 2nd. We got game two of the series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. Yankees won last night's game 7-2. Will Warren pitched an excellent game. The bats came through when it mattered, and plenty of home runs, and the bullpen held it down. So, what more can you ask for from the New York Yankees? They're 21-11. They're 10 games over 500, first place in the AL East, but still a long season to go. Let's see if the Yankees can win game two of the series against the Baltimore Orioles. It is going to be Kyle Bradish versus Ryan Weathers. So it's going to be a righty versus lefty matchup. We'll go over the lineup. We'll do the predictions, but shout out to all the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. If you're new, keep sharing this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. We're on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Let me say what's up to the chat real quick before we go any further. We have Texas Buckeye in the chat. What is going on? First person in the building. How are you? Brooklyn's in the house. What's up, Susan? How are you? Jonathan's in the building. What's going on? Katie is in the building. How are you? And we got Joseph Salvatore in the building. What's up, man? How's it going? We got Beagle in the building. What is going on? Robert Boom is in the building. Desiree's in the building. What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up, folks? How's it going? So, yeah, like I said, game two of the series between the Orioles and Yankees. But before we go any further, a little bit of Yankees news. So Giancarlo Stanton was asked about his calf. It sounds like progress is being made. He says he's feeling good. Nothing was said about when he's going to be back in the lineup, but it sounds like things are trending in the right direction. I'd love to see him back in the lineup for sure. We most of us are definitely Giancarlo Stanton fans. Again, hoping to see him back in the lineup sooner rather than later. He's definitely an important part of the lineup. So just thought I'd share that information with all of you. But let's get into the lineup. Let's talk about the lineup. Here's this afternoon's lineup. So this is the lineup for the game this afternoon. So Trent Grisham leading things off. He'll be playing center field. What's up, Jay Wyatt? What's going on? Ben Rice is batting second. He'll be playing first base. Aaron Judge is batting third. He'll be playing right field. Cody Bellinger is batting cleanup. He'll be playing left field. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will be batting fifth. He'll be playing second base. Jason Dominguez is back in the lineup, folks. He'll be DHing in today's game. JC Escada is going to be at the dish in this afternoon's game. Ryan McMahon is back in the lineup. He'll be batting eighth. And Jose Caballero will be batting ninth. He'll be playing shortstop. And guess what? Caballero ain't going nowhere. Right, you all heard the news from the Yankees yesterday. Anthony Volpe is going to continue staying and playing in the minors, and rightfully so. I think a lot of fans were in a little bit of a shock when the Yankees made the decision to not activate Anthony Volpe for the series, and I understand why, because we know how much the organization likes Anthony Volpe. We know they think highly of him. They still believe in him. However, you got to stick with what's working. And what's working is Jose Caballero. What is working is Jose Caballero. He's been, phenomenal as of late. He's been great as of late. I know it was kind of a rough go there in the beginning of the season. But it seems like things have really turned around for Caballero. He's batting .266. He's got an OPS of .732. He's got 12 stolen bases so far this season. He's got 4 home runs. So he's been very productive. And not to mention, as talked about yesterday, his defense is really speaking volumes too. And his defense, he's leading amongst shortstop. He's got a 6 defensive run saved. That's a big deal, right? That's a big deal. That left side of the infield, especially with when we're talking defense with McMahon and Caballero, is a good combo, right? And then you got Jazz at second, so I feel like guys like Jazz, guys like Caballero, they have a good chemistry there. That infield has a good chemistry. So the only thing with Caballero in defense, I mean, his arm isn't exactly the greatest, right? His arm strength isn't exactly the greatest, but he can make the plays. Just make as long as you can make the plays, as long as you make those routine ground ball plays, I'm happy with it, right? Doesn't have the greatest of arm strength, but that's okay. He's been great at shortstop, and he made last night he made a phenomenal play diving for that ground ball, getting up and still getting the out. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Caballero, the shortstop is yours to lose. But if you continue performing at the way you have been, continue playing the way you have been, your position should not be lost to Anthony Volpe, right? And I'm not trying to bash Volpe or nothing like that, but Caballero has earned a spot, and that's all I got to say about that. And it looks like a few of you are agreeing with me here. So Susan says Cabby deserves to stay. Jay White says makes all the sense in the world. Cabby's defense has been, yeah, exactly. Desiree saying that Cabby definitely deserves it. I know we all have our opinions about Volpe, but I'm glad. Yeah, I'm not trying to bash Volpe or nothing, right? That's not my intention. But Caballero deserves his position. He deserves his spot. He deserves the starting job. If for some reason, Caballero goes on this major slump, then yeah, maybe you do give a chance to Anthony Volpe. But right now, you got to stick with what's working, and what's working is Caballero right now. So I'm glad the Yankees made that decision. It seems like the Yankees' tune has been a little bit different this season. So they're not wasting any time. They're not just giving jobs back to certain players. They're not keeping certain players up at the major league level. If they're not performing, guess what? You're either getting benched or you're getting optioned back to the minors. So they're not wasting time. They're being proactive, as they should be, right? As they should be. If you're trying to win games, you gotta put the best guys out there. So that's the way I see it. And a few other folks coming into the chat. We got Jared in the chat. Petruzzi's in the chat. What's up, Robert? Boom. I think I already said hi to you. If I didn't, what's up? Railbird's in the building. What's going on? How's it going? But shout out to all of you. Let's get those likes up. Let's try to get to 50 likes as quickly as we possibly can. But let's get into the predictions. I know a few of you have already put out your predictions. We'll go over the predictions. So let's talk about Ryan Weathers. What does Ryan Weathers do in today's afternoon? What does Ryan Weathers' outing looks like? What will it look like? Let's talk about Ryan Weathers real quick, folks. What do we got for Ryan Weathers? So real quick, I'll just put mine out there. I got him going 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, has a couple of walks, gives up 2 runs. And that is my prediction for Ryan Weathers. Buckeye is going 5 1/3, 6 strikeouts, couple of walks, couple of runs. Yankees win 8-2. Okay, so you and I are almost similar in predictions. 6 innings for Katie, 5 strikeouts. She's saying 9-3. Jared is going 6 innings pitched, gives up a couple of hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. All right. What else we got for predictions? Jay Wyatt is going 6 2/3, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 runs. So we're almost similar in our predictions there, Jay Wyatt. You said 6 2/3. I'm going 6, so you have him pitching 2/3 innings more, which is fine. I could definitely see that. But that is going to be my prediction for Ryan Weathers. And on the other side, the Orioles have Kyle Bradish pitching. And Kyle Bradish, generally speaking, has done well against the Yankees, actually. So Yankees might have their hands full with them this afternoon. Judge has had 9 at bats against him, hasn't had a whole lot of success. Rice has had 5 at bats, has had, some success. Looks like he's batting 600 against him. Caballero and Bellinger, not so great. Okay. Who else are we looking at? Just looking at the lineup here. Escara has never faced him. Dominguez has faced him a few times. Jazz has faced him a couple of times. So Bradish has done, like I said, he's done all right. He's done pretty good against the New York Yankees. He's one of those guys that's been kind of a pain against the New York Yankees. I mean, he has a 1-3 record, ERA a little over 4. He's got 31 strikeouts. Obviously the Orioles are pretty injury prone team right now, so a lot of their guys will have gotten hurt sadly, but on the other side, Weathers is 1-2, and he's got a 3.21 ERA. He's got 40 strikeouts. Weathers' record could have been a little bit better, and if the Yankees offense were able to come through on runs. So, offensively for him, but unfortunately you haven't. Hopefully it's not the case today. But any other predictions for Ryan Weathers, drop it in the chat. Beagles going 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. Ethan, what's up, Ethan? I'm ready for another one for sure. I would pitch around Pete Alonso. He's locked in and very intense, nothing close to go yard. It depends. If you pitch around Pete Alonso or you intentionally walk him, it just really depends on the game. It just really depends on the situation of the game. So if the Yankees are up 1 run right late in the game, it's like the 7th or 8th inning, and he's coming up to bat. Yeah, I would say intentionally walk him, but I'm not going to intentionally walk him in the beginning of the game. Right. It's situational. So that's the way I see about intentionally walking a guy like Pete Alonso. But yeah, Alonso's a threat. He's always a threat. There's a few guys in that lineup: Alonso, Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman. Those guys present a threat definitely in the lineup. All right, let's talk home run predictions, folks. Let's talk some home run predictions. Who is hitting a home run tonight? Who's on your home run list there, folks? Who is on your home run list? I can tell you right now. Sorry about that. I can tell you all right now. I'm definitely adding Rice to the home run list. I really want to add Aaron Judge, but something is telling me don't add Aaron Judge just because of his success, just because, Bradish has had good success against Judge, but I'm still putting down Judge anyway. So I will put Aaron Judge down. And I think I'm going to say, I really want to say Jazz. I really want to add Jazz to that list for home runs. You know what? I'm gonna say Jazz Chisholm Jr. So I'll say Rice, Judge, and Jazz. And then my sleeper is going to be Dominguez. That is going to be my sleeper for home runs in today's game. So those are going to be my picks. Judge is too easy. I want to say Rice, Jazz, and Cabby. Okay. Susan's going Ben and Dominguez. Jared's going Rice, Judge, Bellinger, Jazz, and Caballero. Jay White's going Bellinger, Judge, JC is your sleeper. Okay. Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, Jazz, and Bellinger. Jose Sanchez is going Dominguez, Rice, and Judge. So Beagle's going sleeper, Dominguez. What else we got for home run predictions, people? Let's drop it in the comments section. So Yeah, mine is going to be Rice, Judge, and Jazz, and my sleeper is going to be Dominguez. That is going to be my sleeper pick is Jason Dominguez. Um, Again, drop it in the comments section. Let me know what you're thinking. But looking at the lineup, though, wouldn't surprise me if Cody Bellinger were to hit one. I'd like to see Trent Grisham hit one. I know I didn't pick him, but it would be nice for him to get a homer. Same thing with Ryan McMahon. Love for him to get a homer. Ryan McMahon's been all right as of late. I know last night wasn't great for him, or well, he didn't even play last night. Never mind. So, but anybody else with home run predictions in the chat, let me know. And do me a favor, folks, go vote in the poll. What do you all got for Ryan Weathers? And it looks like there's 12 votes, and 75% of you are saying that he is going to pitch between 4 and 6 innings. All right. Let's get into the score predictions, folks. Let's get into score predictions. What is tonight's score going to be? Or today's score going to be? What is the score today? What do we got for scores, people? Are we thinking a high scoring game? Are we thinking low scoring game? What do we got, folks? What do we got for today's score? Jared's thinking 9-2. I know Buckeye had 8-2. Katie's going 9-3. Yeah, I think so. Yankees won 7-2 last night. Jay White's going 8-4. 7-2 from Jose. I'm going to say 7-3. I'll say 7-3 for my score prediction. That's what I'm sticking with. So yeah, I'm definitely going 7-3. Susan's going 5-3. Okay. Last night was so close. I said 7-1, but it was 7-2. Yeah. Sometimes you get close with those predictions, man. You never know when you're going to be right. Any other score predictions? Let me know. So 7-3. All right. So let's talk. Let's see what we got: the pitching, we got home runs, we got the score. What's everybody eating? Or no, wait, I skipped one. ABS. How many calls get overturned by ABS? What do we got for how many calls get overturned by ABS? Last night was 3. I had predicted 4. And I still want to. I'm thinking about still sticking with my 4 prediction for ABS, but I want to know from the rest of you what you all are predicting. Jared's going 4. Jared's going 4. I'm sticking with. Okay, Jose's going 4 ABS. That's what I'm sticking with is 4 ABS. That is definitely going to be my prediction for how many calls get overturned by the ABS system. So I think 4 calls. Like I said, last night I was really close. I had 3. Yeah, let's see those predictions. Jay White's going 3. Okay. Jay White's going 3. Any other predictions? Susan's going with 5. Okay. Susan going with 5. So I got a couple 4s, a 3, and a 5. Any other predictions? Let me know. for ABS. What's everybody's predictions? Don't be shy. 8-1. Your score prediction is 8-1. Okay. ABS is 6. Okay. You think 6 calls are going to get overturned? All right. 6 calls get overturned. Any other predictions for ABS there, folks? Let me know. Yeah, I've been I know we've talked about the ABS system quite a few times. I'm certainly a fan of it. I've been a fan of it. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the ABS. I think it's just keeping. I think it's really, exposing umpires, right? I think it's really exposing a lot of the calls that they miss. But then again, there's some calls that they make. It's truly close, right? Sometimes they call something that's a ball that should have been a strike, and then when it gets reviewed, it's actually a strike, right? Because the ball catches the edge of the strike zone. I mean, so some of those calls I can't really blame the umpires too much. Some of those calls that they make is extremely close, but then again, it's like you have some calls that are made that are so obvious that the umpires definitely missed it. So, thank God for the ABS system. So I'm glad it's here. Like I said. Let's trying to see if there's any other news when it pertains to the New York Yankees. Seeing if there's like any other updates. So we know Giancarlo Stanton's making some progress in his recovery. Tell Jazz not to waste those ABS challenges. Well, Jazz hasn't been challenging as of late. Jazz hasn't really been challenging them as of late. I mean, before, yeah, he was definitely challenging, but has not been challenging as much. I was looking on Twitter, so it looks like the Yankees are doing quite well, in certain categories, right? They are leading in team home runs with 50. They're number one in Major League Baseball. They are, when it comes to the starting rotation, they're number one there. They're with a 2.70 ERA. The bullpen, they're sitting seventh with a 3.69 ERA. I mean, could be a lot worse, but I think that bullpen ERA could even be better. The team ERA is at 3.05 for the Yankees. They're number one, the overall team ERA. So that's the bullpen and the rotation. As far as OPS goes, they are in fifth place in OPS with 757. The Dodgers are in first place with the team OPS. And when it comes to the team bullpen, the Texas Rangers are actually in first place with 2.76. And I don't know. I just thought I'd share some of those stats with you, and just trying to see some other stats here that I can share with you all. Seeing what else is out there. Rodon should be back soon. Yeah, at some point he's going to be back. I know the last game that he pitched in the minors, I believe he struck out eight batters. He had 75 pitches, so he should be coming back here soon. He should be back in the rotation at some point. So I'm definitely looking forward to having Rodon back. And right now the Yankees are on a 4-man rotation at the moment. So, Rodon's going to be activated. And again, I can't wait to see Rodon back. He looks like he's been, he was pretty solid there, down there in the minors. And, Garrett Cole is still, going to make a few more starts. So we know he's going to be back at some point. Looking forward to having Garrett Cole back in the rotation as well. Jay White says they now carry their own stats to umpires, which holds them more accountable with the ABS. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if umpires go through like a training every year before the baseball season starts, because we've seen in the years past where some of these calls that the umpires make, man, it's so bad. You know what I mean? And you kind of question whether, if Major League Baseball was holding these guys accountable at all. I saw some videos that Hernandez umpires rehired. Was that for real, or was that some sort of was that fake? Maybe somebody's just maybe it's like one of those satire accounts where they make jokes. I mean, is Angel Hernandez really coming back? Is that a thing? Is that really a thing? Nah, yeah, you're good, Beagle. Don't worry about it. I mean, I'm not. I'm really not concerned about it, to be honest with you. But hopefully, the Yankees can win the second game of the series. It'd be pretty awesome if the Yankees swept the Orioles in 4 games. But I'll still take 3 out of 4. I'll still take 3 out of 4. But if they could take today and tomorrow, and just guarantee the series win, sign me up all day, because last time the Yankees had a 4-game set was against the Angels at home, and unfortunately they ended up splitting the series against the Angels. So hopefully it's not the case in this series against the Orioles. But the game should be starting here in a little over 10 minutes. So hopefully hopefully the Yankees can come away with a win today. So hopefully they can put on a similar performance like they did last night. Well, we also got to talk about Ben Rice here, folks. I mean, Ben Rice has really been paying off for the Yankees. I mean, he is our number 22, right? We used to have a number 22, and we thought very highly of him, but I am very happy with the number 22 that we have right now. And I think him in that lineup and the way he's been hitting the ball this season thus far, he's been just lights out, Ben Rice. So let me know what you all think about Ben Rice. How do you all feel about him? There was questions from some folks out there saying that that Ben Rice should be extended, but I don't know if you want to extend him. I believe right now Ben Rice is 26, 27. Yeah, he's 27 years old now. I don't know that I would extend him. I would probably just ride out his controllable years, and then when he becomes a free agent, maybe that's when you have that conversation. But I have been very happy with how Ben Rice has been performing this year. I mean, so far he's batting .330, on base percentage of .441. He's got a slugging of .728. That OPS is sitting at 1169, and you take a look at his baseball savant, which I'll pull up right now, right? Thank God Boone did not hold him out against lefties. Yeah, Boone, and it's like I said at the beginning of the live stream. Boone is letting he's utilizing every guy that he has on the team. So there's no more of this lefty righty thing, righty lefty thing. Like he's just putting the best option available, and he's just saying, okay, I'm going to play this guy. Doesn't matter if they're a lefty pitcher on the mound. I'm gonna play this guy, even though there's a righty on the mound. It doesn't matter. Like these guys are playing well. I gotta play the best bat. So, I'm happy that Boone is doing that. John is asking what happens if we do win with Ben Rice not extended. I mean, Rice he's not a free agent till I think 2031. So, he's still under team control, and he's on the cheap right now. So, he's 20 and he's 27 years old. So I think the Yankees are going to just ride it out with him. Personally, I think that's what they do. But let me pull up Ben Rice's his baseball savant real quick. I want to share this with all of you. But he is in the red in a lot of these categories, right? I mean, his average exit velo is 96, 94.7. Barrel percentage in the 97th percentile at 20.3. Hard hit balls at the 99th percentile at 59.5. Bat speed isn't that great, but it's okay. It doesn't strike out a lot, and draws a lot of walks. Okay. His fielding, he's a new first baseman. Fielding maybe not exactly the greatest right now. He's at -1 outs above average, and his arm strength, yeah, maybe not the greatest of arm strength, but again, first base it's a position that he's been playing, but now he's playing it full time. You know what I mean? So I think he's going to get better year after year. So I just thought I'd share that information with all of you when it came to Ben Rice. What's up, Hitman? Hitman's in the building. And, I'm just glad that we have a number 22 on the team that, we're not paying a ridiculous amount of money to, whether it's 51 million, 60 million, but he's putting out that type of production for the New York Yankees. And, you're not paying him. So a whole lot of money, right? He's getting paid, but he's not getting paid like, that 50 million to 60 million, which some of these players are getting paid right now. But I've been very happy very happy with Ben Rice. He's been phenomenal. Obviously, back in 2024, that year when he got called up, he did struggle, right? And he got sent back down. And last year he was he had an all right season. We were wondering what this year was going to look like, and this season he's been lights out. I've been very happy with how Rice has been playing this year. So, and for those that didn't know, today is Max Fried bobblehead day. It's Star Wars themed, so it's a Star Wars kind of day at Yankee Stadium. So just saw some highlights of like the troopers on the field which is Star Wars themed. So hopefully fans are enjoying that. What's up, Andre? Once Rice gets more experience, he will be a monster. Oh yeah, defensively, I think he'll be better. I think defensively he will improve. His defense right now is good. I think I'm not saying it's bad, but it'll even be better in the future. Rice coming through in the postseason, yeah, he could. I mean, obviously too hard to tell now, right? But he's a guy that could definitely that can be a hero in the postseason. Yankees certainly need someone like that. So they need somebody that can definitely be a hero in the postseason. Hopefully they do they do get that out of Ben Rice. Even if he's not the hero, I just want him to come through and when it matters. So that's especially when it comes to the playoffs. I always say come through when it matters. That's what I got to say about that. But the game should be starting here pretty soon. Remember a drop fly ball here and there from Rice, but no one is perfect. Listen, I mean, players are going to make errors, man. Players are going to make errors, but it should be on like tough plays, right? I know sometimes players are going to make those simple errors, those small errors, right? Or not small errors, but those errors that they shouldn't be making. It's going to happen, but hopefully it's more less than more often when it comes to the errors, because we've seen what happens when the Yankees commit an error, and the other team all of a sudden makes a comeback, or they're taking the lead, or the lead that the other team had grows. So we definitely don't want that. Yeah. So errors are going to happen. It's just inevitable, right? But you hope that it doesn't happen often. And it looks like Michael Kay and David Cohn are in the yes booth this afternoon. Love having seen David Cohn in there. Susan says we got to keep Big G ambulatory for the. Yes, seriously. Yeah, we got to keep Big G healthy for the postseason. That way, when the postseason comes around, he can, be on fire. I love Jazz, but sometimes his head is in the clouds. He certainly has his moments, but I think Jazz right now, Susan, I think he's been waking up as of late. So I think I think he's starting to feel like himself right now. Right? I don't. Would you agree with that? Jazz Chisholm right now. Yeah, batting average is at 205. Nothing to get excited about, right? But I think that batting average is going to continue climbing. I mean, look, Aaron Judge is batting 263. That's not really like Aaron Judge, but I think Aaron Judge is going. I think his batting average is going to rise. I think he'll be his batting average is going to go up, just like Jazz's batting average is going to go up. The question remains: when Jazz becomes a free agent, is he signing with another team, or is he coming back with the New York Yankees? I know that's a little ways away to think about, but it's something to think about. It's something to think about. When was the last time we heard Paul O'Neill? He's one of my favorite Yankees ever. Yeah, I know. I like Paul O'Neill in the booth, man. I really do. I really do. Love Cone, but you can't stand K. I understand. Judge's average is on an uptick. It is. Yeah, it is. He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. But I'm just going to mute my mic for just a minute here, folks. I'm just going to check something real quick. Right? Just give me 2 seconds. One moment, please. All right, we're good. I just had to check something. Just a little background noise. Just want to make sure that was all good. And it looks like we are back at Yankee Stadium. Looks like Meredith Marakovitz is talking. The game should start here in about a minute. And the game is going to start here, folks. So let's get hyped up. Let's get ready, folks, because the Yankees Orioles game is going to start here momentarily. Let's get hyped up here, folks. Let's go. Yeah, Cone's one of your favorite. Yeah, Cone was an awesome pitcher, man, and his commentary is really good. You know what? Everybody, the commentators that they have, man, Paul O'Neill, David Cohn, Joe Girardi, Jeff Nelson. I mean, I think these guys all do a phenomenal job in the booth, man, with Michael Kay. So they obviously they know the game, they understand the game, they play the game. So the little breakdowns that they have, it's valuable stuff, right? From like a fan perspective. Like I said, the game should be starting here pretty soon. I'll pull up the game cast here momentarily, and we'll get into. I'll start calling the game, and let's just hope for a Yankees victory. And let's see where we're at for. Let's see where we're at for likes right now. I'll check the likes here momentarily. But before I do that, let me check the poll. It's like 19 votes and 46 innings. 79% of you voted for that. Their pitching styles, even Jeff Nelson's sidearm back in junior high school. Yeah. Those guys, I mean, all those guys are unique, man. They all develop a special skill that no other pitchers can exactly emulate. You know what I mean? They can't copy what those guys do. All right, it looks like the game is gonna start here. Let's hope for a Yankees win, because at the end of the day, that's all we want from the New York Yankees is win, 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 win. Yeah. Win, folks. That's what we want. That's all we hope for. That's all we ever want for the New York Yankees, is to continue winning. And let's hope they can continue their winning ways. And here's Ryan Weathers on the mound, getting warmed up before he faces the Baltimore Orioles. Let me get the game cast up here. I thought I had it up already, but apparently not. But we're good. I got it up here now. So I'll go ahead and get that up, get that going. That way y'all could follow along there on the screen. Come hell or high water, get the win. All right, Weathers, 6 starts, 1-2 record, 3.21 ERA. Opponents are hitting .258 against him. He's got 40 strikeouts, 8 walks. And here we go, folks. The game is about to get started, so let's get this started. Let's get it started in here. And the first pitch from Weathers is a strike, and the game is underway. It is 0-1 to Taylor Ward, who is leading things off here for the Baltimore Orioles. As Weathers sets here on the 0-1, the pitch is outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Count now is 1-1 to Ward, and here's the pitch. That is called a strike. Got him with the sweeper, 1-2. And shout out to Hitman for the $5 super chat. You are the man, sir. Thank you so much. Super chat. Thank you. Greatly appreciate it, my man. The 1-2. And count now is 2-2. Missed on the slider. Let's see if Weathers can get his first strikeout of the game. Gunnar Henderson waiting on deck. Weathers sets the 2-2. Full count. Hitman says, you are the man. I'm just spoke on a will. Nah, dude. You're a good supporter, man. You're a good supporter. So full count here to Taylor Ward. And the payoff is ball 4. So first walk issued by Ryan Weathers. So Yankees defense from left to right field, Bellinger, Grisham, Judge. Infield from third to first is McMahon, Caballero, Jazz, and Rice. JC Escar is at the dish, Dominguez DHing, and Ryan Weathers is on the mound. And that's going to bring Gunnar Henderson now to the plate. So lefty versus lefty matchup. First pitch is in there for a strike. Got him with the sinker. So 0-1 count here to Ryan Weathers. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here to Gunnar Henderson. Nobody out. Runner on first here in the top of the first. Well, looks like a nice sunny day in the Bronx, and a throw over to first as Ward gets back. As Weathers resets. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out for the first strikeout of the game. First out of the inning. So a good job to Ryan Weathers. And that's going to bring Adley Rutschman now to the plate. Lance Barrett is your home plate umpire. 19 of his 32 calls have been overturned by ABS. They say he is more pitcher friendly. And here's Adley Rutschman now. The first pitch is in there for a strike. 96-mile-per-hour fastball. It is 0-1. The 0-1. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Adley Rutschman. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. Weathers sets. And a throw over to first as Ward safely gets back. One ball, 1 strike to Adley Rutschman. Pete Alonso is waiting on deck. Ward taking his lead there at first. Weathers looks over. The 1-1 is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Rutschman. Let's see if Weathers can get another strikeout here. Count now is 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Pitches in the dirt. Blocked by JC Escar. Ward stays at first. Count now 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here we go. 2-2 count. The pitch. Full count now to Rutschman. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ryan Weathers has had 18 pickoffs since 2021. That's the 4th most in Major League Baseball. As Ward takes his lead at first. Weathers sets the payoff. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Ryan Weathers. Out of the game for Ryan Weathers. And here comes Pete Alonso to the plate. Lot of spin on that pitch. And gets Rutschman. And here comes Pete Alonso here, folks. Let's see what Pete Alonso does against Weathers. First pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Alonso. Here's the 0-1. Pitch is low for ball 1. Count now 1-1. One ball, 1 strike here to Alonso. 2 outs. Runner on first here in the top of the first. And Weathers sets the 1-1. First base umpire said he did not go. 2 balls, 1 strike to Pete Alonso. The 2-1 is foul back. Count now 2-2. Time to play that 2-strike hole. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Weathers trying to get out of the top of the first. Pitch number 20 coming up here in this game so far for Ryan Weathers. The 2-2. Full count now to Pete Alonso. Runner on first will go with 2 outs. And Tyler O'Neill is waiting on deck for the Orioles. And the payoff, struck him out looking. Way to go, Ryan Weathers. He gets out of that inning. The 3rd strikeout for Ryan Weathers. So after that walk to Ward, he struck out the side, gets out of the inning, and the bottom of the first is coming up. So Grisham, Rice, and Aaron Judge will be due up when we get back from commercial break. So nice little start there by Ryan Weathers. And the game will resume here momentarily after commercial. Appreciate you all being here. Let's get those likes up. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. So let's continue growing this channel. Appreciate all the support that you all have been giving me for over the last few years, and welcome all the new subscribers. PC Richards, yep. Yeah, that was a nice inning. He gave up the walk to the leadoff batter. He gave up that walk to Ward and then struck out the side after that. So that's a nice start for Ryan Weathers. So let's see what the Yankees bats can do here in the bottom of the first against Kyle Bradish. And it looks like the Orioles have taken the field, and Trent Grisham will take the inning here, or take his at bat here momentarily. So Grisham, Rice, Judge, Bellinger, Jazz, Dominguez, Escara, McMahon, Caballero. Yeah, starting pitching is phenomenal for the Yankees right now. It's even going to be better when Rodon and Cole are back. And when you think about it, it takes a lot of pressure off of Cole and Rodon, especially with the way the rotation's been doing in those guys' absence. Because we were all kind of wondering what the rotation was going to look like to start the season without Rodon and Garrett Cole. All right, Trent Grisham is going to lead things off here for the New York Yankees. Bradish sets here on the first pitch. And that is in there for a strike on a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. So Grisham's numbers, maybe not so hot. I would agree. Yes, a lot of people I know have been criticizing him, but one thing about his at-bats, he has been drawing a lot of walks, which is always a good thing, as Grisham fouls that pitch back. It is 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. As Bradish sets here on the 0-2. The pitch in the dirt, 1-2. Now to Grisham. Yankees have a plus 52 run differential this season. Rest of AL, negative 117. Woo. And the 1-2 from Bradish. And Grisham fouls that back. Still 1-2. So there's Ben Rice waiting on deck. Another 1-2 pitch coming up for Grisham. Here it is, and another foul ball. So Grisham is battling here against Bradish. So pitch number 6 coming up in this at bat. There's Aaron Judge talking with Aaron Boone in the dugout. Another 1-2, and makes Grisham dance a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Trent Grisham. As that pitch was low and inside. 2-2 pitch coming up, and it is in the dirt. It's a full count now. So from 0-2 to 3-2. So pitch number 8 coming up in this at bat. Bradish sets the payoff, and it's ball 4. Trent Grisham draws a walk, and he'll take first base. And that's going to bring Ben Rice to the plate. So let's see what Ben Rice does here against Kyle Bradish. Rice is one of my home run predictions, so maybe he hits one here. We'll see as Bradish sets. Here's the first pitch. It is a ball, 1-0. One ball, no strike here, Ben Rice. The pitch. There's a strike, 1-1. So Grisham at first, 1 ball, 1 strike to Ben Rice. Bradish sets here on the 1-1. The pitch is ball 2. It is 2-1 now to Ben Rice. Count is 2-1 to Rice. Bradish sets 3-1 now to Ben Rice. Now 3 balls, 1 strike. Judge is on deck. The 3-1. There's a strike, full count now to Ben Rice. And the throw over to first as Grisham safely gets back. So pitch number 6 coming up in this at-bat. Grisham takes his lead at first. Bradish sets. Here's the payoff. And Rice fouls that off. So that was the 6th pitch in this at-bat. Number 7 coming up. Grisham was looking to steal. Another payoff, and Rice hits that ball. This could be 2. There's 1, and there's 2, and that's going to be a double play. 2 outs just like that. Not what we wanted. And that's going to bring Aaron Judge now to the plate. So Bradish got a little bit of a break there, so got the double play that he needed. And here's Aaron Judge. He takes a strike. As Bradish sets here on the 0-1, there's a strike on him with the sinker 0-2. Bradish has had some pretty decent success against Judge. Judge's first inning numbers have been phenomenal this season. The rest of the innings, not so great. 1-2 now to Aaron Judge. Bradish sets on the 1-2, the pitch, swing and a miss, and Judge strikes out, and that is the third out of the inning. And that'll take us to the top of the second. So Yankees had a similar first inning. A walk, no hits, no errors. And top of the second is coming up. The Orioles have Tyler O'Neill, Kobe Mayo, Jeremiah Jackson coming up in the top of the second. So let's see how Ryan Weathers does in the top of the second. So Bradish at 19 pitches, Weathers at 21. So at least the Yankees bats made Bradish work a little bit. So hopefully, second inning Weathers can limit the pitch count against the Orioles and here in the top of the second. So let's see what happens. But game will resume here momentarily. Appreciate you all being here. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. Hit that subscribe button. All righty. So, but how are we feeling today, folks? How are we doing? Everybody having a good weekend so far? Anybody doing anything fun this weekend? Or are we just kind of relaxing at home? Because it was a long week. Let me know what you all are doing. I don't know if anybody's been keeping up with the playoffs, but the Lakers eliminated the Rockets last night, and then you have the Sixers-Celtics game tonight. All right, let's get back to the game. Tyler O'Neill is going to lead things off here for the Baltimore Orioles. And the first pitch is low for ball one. The 1-0 is in there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. The 2-1 in the dirt, 3-1 now to O'Neill. Kobe Mayo waiting on deck for the Orioles. 3 balls, 1 strike here to O'Neill. And a pitch. Ball 4. So second walk in today's game by Ryan Weathers. So leadoff walk here in the top of the second. Here comes Tyler O'Neill now to the plate. Or excuse me, Kobe Mayo. Kobe Mayo is at the plate now. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Pitches outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. As Weathers sets here on the 1-1, the pitch is in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-1. Count is 2-1 here to Mayo. The pitch to Mayo is fielded by Jazz, throws over to first. That is as that is the only play to make as O'Neill moves to second, and that's going to bring Jeremiah Jackson to the plate. So runner on second, 1 out here in the top of the second. Orioles trying to get on the board here. Let's see what Jeremiah Jackson does in his first at bat. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase that changeup. It is 0-2 now to Jeremiah Jackson. Oh, 2 count. Weathers looks back at second. The pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Came back with the changeup. The 1-2. Oh, foul ball. So still 1-2 to Jeremiah Jackson. The 1-2 is upstairs, 2-2. The 2-2. And that is hit to Caballero. Fields it, throws over to first, and gets the out. Good job to Jose Caballero. That is 2 outs now with a runner on second. Weston Wilson now coming to the plate. So let's see if Weathers is able to get out of this inning without giving up a run. And the first pitch to Wilson is in there for a strike, 0-1. Weathers looks back at second. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got him with the changeup. 0-2. Time to play that strike. No balls. 2 strikes. Second. Going to get out of this. Let's see if he gets his 4th strike out of the game. Gets to signal for Mascara. Sets here on the 0-2. Foul ball. The 0-2. There's a grounder right to Caballero. Fields it, throws over to first, and gets Wilson out. So good job to Ryan Weathers again. Gives up a walk to the leadoff batter, and then takes care of business right after that. Three straight ground balls. And that'll take us to the bottom of the second. Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Jason Dominguez coming up here in the bottom of the second. And we are in a commercial break. Appreciate you all being here on this Saturday afternoon. Hopefully, everybody's having a great weekend. Hopefully, you're all enjoying your Saturday. But let's hope for a Yankees win. Hopefully, they can take 2 in a row here against Boston or against Baltimore. Referee, what's up, man? Says let's get the W. What's up, NFE and everyone? What's up, man? How's your weekend going, dude? Doing pretty good. Hopefully, you're having a good weekend. Charles Barkley's in the building. What's up, Charles? He says, "Go Yankees." That's right. That is right. Hopefully, the Yankees can somehow get on the board. And referee with the 199 super chat. Thank you so much, referee. He says, let's sweep Baltimore. That's right, man. That's right. We got to sweep them. 4-game sweep would be nice. I'll take 3 out of 4, but a 4-game sweep, man, I'll take that all day. Yes, indeed. All right, let's get back to the game. Cody Bellinger is going to come up to bat. He'll lead here in the bottom of the second. All right, here is Cody Bellinger. First pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1 to Cody Bellinger. Bradish sets the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike now to Cody Bellinger. Stacking dubs. And the 1-1. Ball 2. The 2-1. And Bellinger pops that one up to right field. That ball is gone. It's a solo home run for Cody Bellinger. Let's go. The Yankees are on the board. 1-0. By Cody Bellinger. And just like that, the Yankees are up 1-0. And that's going to bring Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate.
Talking all that jazz.
And we got a celebration in the dugout, folks. Give me 1 second here, folks. I gotta answer this call. 1 moment. Sorry about that, folks. I had to take a call there. So it looks like Jazz grounded out. Dominguez grounded out. JY picked Cody. I should have picked Cody Bellinger, man. I don't know why I didn't, but it's all good. But JC Oscar now will be coming to the plate. So here is JC Ascari. He's got an 0-1 count. The 0-1. And Ascara pops that one up to center field. And the catch is made for out number 3. But the Yankees do get on the board on a Cody Bellinger home run. They are leading this game 1-0. We are going to the top of the third. Blaze Alexander, Taylor Ward, Gunnar Henderson will be due up. The 9-1-2 batters will be coming up. Let's see what Ryan Weathers does so far. Ryan Weathers has 40 pitches to start the third. Bradish is sitting at 28. So the Yankees bats got to start making Bradish work here. Got to start making him throw some more pitches. Don't make it easy. And just like that, we'll be back. The game will resume. But make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. I don't know about you guys. That Bellinger, the way Bellinger hit that ball and his reactions looked like that ball was going to get caught, but then it just kept it was just carrying, and I was just like, oh, I think this ball's gone, and then sure enough, it was gone. So it was just, it was just his reaction looked like it looked like it wasn't going to be a home run. I don't know, but either way, I'm just glad the Yankees are up 1-0. Let's hope that Ryan Weathers can have another good inning. But the Yankees bats certainly, like I said, need to start getting Bradish to throw more pitches. So time to make him work a little bit harder, hopefully. And the other game we have going on right now is the Twins and Blue Jays game that just started. And you got the Cubs and Diamondbacks game that's about to start here pretty soon. And you got several games that are going to be played later today. Yo, shout out to my guy Ace. What up, Ace? Shout out to my dude. I know he's calling the game over there. Shout out to my man. Always doing good work. All right, let's get back to the game. Blaze Alexander is going to lead things off. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. And the 1-0 misses with ball 2, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Now to Blaze Alexander. So count is 2-1 to Alexander as he calls time, and he will step back into the batter's box. The 2-1 swing and a miss, 2-2. Got him with the fastball, 96 miles per hour. Official says too many falling behind in counts for Weathers today. A little bit, but you know what? He's still able to get out of some jams. Still able to get the job done. As I say that, 2-2, it's a full count. What are you challenging there, JC? Was that looked like a ball to me, but did he see something different? Oh, that was a ball. Yeah, I was like, what are you challenging? So Yankees are down to 1 challenge. I mean, clearly it was a ball. So full count now to Alexander. Problem is the Orioles bats are making Weathers work, which is driving his pitch count very high as Alexander hits that to right field, but Judge is underneath it, makes the catch for out number 1, and that's going to bring Taylor Ward to the plate. So here is Taylor Ward. We're back to the top of the lineup. Want to know here to Ward. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. Got him with the sinker. One ball, one strike to Taylor Ward. As Weathers sets the 1-1, is outside 2-1. The 2-1. There's a grounder. Right to Jazz, fields it, and gets Ward out for out number 2. And that'll bring Gunnar Henderson now to the plate. So Weathers right now at 50 pitches. He might smell the 6th inning. As he sets here against Henderson, first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. So Henderson 0 for 1 in today's game. He struck out in his first at bat. The 0-1 swing or a foul ball, should I say 0-2. Time to play that 2-strike hold. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 3rd. Yankees leading 1-0. Weathers trying to get out of this inning. The 0-2. Did he go? Yes, he did. Third base umpire said that is another strikeout for Ryan Weathers. Gunnar Henderson does not agree with the call. That is the 4th strikeout for Ryan Weathers. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the 3rd. McMahon, Caballero, and Trent Grisham will be due up when we get back from commercial break. So 8-9-1 batters coming up. But so far, so good for Weathers. Pitch count's a little high, but, that's because, Orioles bats are definitely making them work here. Yankees are going to have to do the same here in this next inning against Bradish. Bradish right now has 28 pitches in today's game so far. So the Yankees bats got to start making them work, get that pitch count a little higher. Right now, Weathers with 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He's been holding his own so far. Bradish is, you could say he's holding his own too. He did give up that solo home run to Bellinger. Bradish so far 2 innings, only gave up the one strikeout, 1 walk. But he's been able to control the Yankees offense somewhat. So let's see what he does in the bottom of the 3rd as the game will resume here momentarily. Hit that like button, folks. Let's get those likes up. Let's hit that subscribe button too if you're watching and you're new. And let's get back to the game. Ryan McMahon is going to lead things off here for the New York Yankees. So Ryan McMahon will lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd, making his first plate appearance. First pitch from Bradish. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1 in there for a strike. Got him with the sinker. 1-2. Strike here to Ryan McMahon. Bradish sets here on the 1-2. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Ryan McMahon. As Bradish sets the 2-2. Foul ball. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch number 6 coming up in this at bat. The 2-2. Foul ball. Pitch number 7 coming up now against McMahon. And another 2-2 pitch coming up. And McMahon pops it up here, there in the infield, and Henderson makes the catch for out number 1. And that's going to bring Jose Caballero to the plate. So here is Jose Caballero making his first plate appearance this afternoon. First pitch. Did he go? He did not. 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Got him with the fastball, 94 miles per hour. Still, the count now is 1-1. The 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike here to Caballero. Bradish sets the 2-1. 3-1 now. Three balls, 1 strike here to Caballero. Yankees leading 1-0 here to the top of the third. 1 out. As Bradish sets the 3-1. Ball 4. So second walk by Kyle Bradish, and here comes Trent Grisham back to the top of the lineup. Grisham drew a walk in his first at bat. Let's see what he does here in his second at bat. First pitch to Grisham, upstairs, ball 1. And a throw over, and Caballero is safely back. He had a pretty good lead there, but Caballero responded quickly. The 1-0, 2-0 now to Trent Grisham. Caballero takes his lead at first. Let's see if he tries to steal here. The 2-0, and Grisham hits that ball to left field. Still going back, and it is off the wall. So Caballero is at third, so that's going to be a one-out double for Trent Grisham. Runners on second and third, and that's going to bring Ben Rice to the plate. So Caballero did hold up. Wasn't really sure if that ball was going to get caught or not, and did stop at third. The runners on second and third, and here is Ben Rice, who is 0 for 1. Let's see if the Yankees can score some more runs here. First pitch to Ben Rice is grounded foul, 0-1. So Yankees got a little action going on here, and the 0-1 swing and a miss, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. Runners on second and third with the captain waiting on deck. You know, even a sac fly would work here. The 0-2. Good eye there by Ben Rice. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. One ball, 2 strikes. Bradish sets here on the 1-2. The pitch. Outside 2-2. Good job here to Ben Rice. Fell behind 0-2. Now it's 2-2. Yankees making Bradish work here. He's at 47 pitches. Exactly what they needed to do. He was at 28 to start the inning. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. And Rice strikes out. So 2 down now here in the bottom of the third, and that's going to bring the Yankee captain to the plate. So Bradish with 2 strikeouts now in today's game. Oh, off the glove, and is he going to score? He is safe. Caballero is safe as that ball came off the glove of Rutschman. Looks like he's a little shaken up. Judge is checking on him. Hold on. Boone and the trainer might come out. Yeah, looks like Boone is out there making sure his man is okay. Checking his face there. Well, he's walking off the field, so it looks like he's all right. He's pointing at it, touching his face there. Let's look at the replay. And so it looks like the glove. Oh, his face collided with his leg there. But official scoring is it's a pass ball. The Yankees are up 2-0. I don't know if the players under review. Looks like there's a little bit of a chit chat there with the umpires. It was a close one, though. It was a close call. Yeah, Caballero's face collided with Bradish's leg when he slid. Wow, that was really close to the play at home. Well, looks like we're back in action. It's 0-1 here to Aaron Judge. Yankees are up 2-0 now on a pass ball. And Grisham is at third now. The count is 1-1 to Aaron Judge. The 1-1. Did Judge go? He did not. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Aaron Judge. Trainer talking with Caballero. We'll see if he's back out there in the top of the 4th. But 2-1 count here to Aaron Judge as Bradish sets. The pitch is outside, 3-1. So big pitch coming up here against Aaron Judge. Oh, looks like they're intentionally walking him. So that's going to bring Cody Bellinger. Bellinger put the Yankees on the board back in the 2nd inning with a solo home run that gave the Yankees a 1-0 lead. So let's see what Bellinger does in his 2nd at bat. First pitch, Bellinger fouls that one. Oh, 0-1 count here to Cody Bellinger. Runners on 1st and 3rd with 2 outs. Yankees have a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 3rd. The 0-1, and Bellinger fouls that one. It is now 0-2. Bradish now at 54 pitches as he sets here on the 0-2. Here's the pitch. And Bellinger hits that ball to right center field, and that's going to drop. That's going to score another run. Grisham will score. And Bellinger's in there with a double. What a great hustle there by Cody Bellinger. Let's go. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. The Yankees have a 3-0 lead. And that's going to bring Jazz Chisholm Jr. now to the plate.
Talking all that jazz.
But good hustle there by Cody Bellinger. And first pitch is in the dirt, blocked by Rutschman. 0-1. Yankees making it happen here with 2 outs. See if Jazz can keep it going. The 1-0. 2-0 now here to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. 2-0 count here to Bradish or to Jazz as Bradish sets the 2-0. 3-0 now to Jazz Chisholm. Three and one now to Jazz Chisholm Jr. The 3-1. Ball 4. And a 2-out walk to Jazz.
Now walk it out. 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 Now walk it out.
And that's the third walk of the game for Kyle Bradish. That's going to bring Jason Dominguez to the plate. They have good reason to fear Judge. Well, it's kind of interesting because, the thing is, Buckeye, Bradish has had good success against Judge. Judge has struggled. Why they decide to intentionally walk him is beyond me, but, what do I know? So let's see what Dominguez does here with the bases loaded. Yankees are up 3-0. So Bradish at 60 pitches. Dominguez is 0 for 1. Oh, man, imagine he hits a grand slam. Oh, the stadium would go berserk. First pitch. Ball 1, 1-0. There's a strike. Count is 1-1 to Dominguez. 2 outs, bases loaded. Yankees have a 3-0 lead. Bradish sets here on the 1-1. Foul back 1-2. So Bradish has 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Aiken is warming up in the bullpen for the Orioles. The 1-2. And Dominguez hits a grounder, and that's going to be the final out to get the force out at second. So the Yankees do leave the bases loaded, but they do score 2 more. And that takes us to the top of the 4th. Dominguez now 0 for 2. Oh, that's a good one there, Brad. Oh man, oh my God, that was pretty impressive there, Brad. That was very impressive. Oh my goodness, so original, man. That's all I got to say to that.
Ooh, you suck.
Take that, Brad. But we are going to the top of the 4th. Yankees got 2 more runs, and that's going to bring Adley Rutschman, Pete Alonso, Tyler O'Neill. So let's see how Ryan Weathers fares in the top of the 4th. He's at 53 pitches right now. Yankees bats made Bradish work last inning. So Bradish right now is at 64. So like I said, the Yankees bats really made him work, exactly what they needed to do. So we'll see what happens when the top of the 4th comes up is coming up. So we are in a commercial break. Thank you all for hanging out with me on this Saturday afternoon. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. If you are new, I would greatly appreciate it. Appreciate all the new subscribers. All right, looks like we are back at the stadium. And Rutschman will lead things off. And strike 1 to Adley Rutschman, who's 0 for 1. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Weather sets the pitch. Is foul back 1-2. Weather's looking for his 5th strikeout of the game. One-two count pitch coming up. Weather sets the pitch. That is hit to center field. Grisham backs up, makes the catch for out number 1. Pete Alonso now coming to the plate. Yeah, Grisham almost misread it. He ran a little forward and then almost went behind him. He had to run back a little bit to make that play. But here's Pete Alonso. Takes ball 1. The 1-0. That ball is hit deep into left field. And just like that, the Orioles get on the board on a solo home run by Pete Alonso. Homered for the 2nd time in this series, 2nd straight game in a row. And the Yankees now have a 3-1 lead, and that's going to bring Tyler O'Neill to the plate with 1 out. But the Orioles are on the board with a Pete Alonso solo home run. So here's Tyler O'Neill, takes a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. And O'Neill pops that one up to right field. Judge makes the catch for out number 2. And that's going to bring Kobe Mayo to the plate. And the first pitch to Mayo is a foul ball, 0-1. The 0-1. Strike 2. It's time to play that 2-strike rule. The 0-2 pitches in the dirt, 1-2. One, 2, 2-2. The 2-2, and Mayo pops that one up to center field. Grisham calls it, makes the catch for out number 3, but the Orioles do get on the board on a solo home run by Pete Alonso. The Yankees have a 3-1 lead going into the bottom of the 4th. And it'll be J.C. Escar, Ryan McMahon, Jose Caballero, the bottom of the lineup coming up for the New York Yankees as they have a 3-1 lead. His folks should have named them Dukes. Who's that? Pete Alonso there, Buckeye? Well, if you had walked Pete, he would still be on first. But again, it's not like the Yankees are losing right now, and it's not like they're down by 1 run, right? And it's the seventh or eighth inning. You know what I mean? If it was the seventh or eighth inning and they were down by 1 run, like I said, it would be a different story. But you know, Duke's mail. Now I got you there. Sorry, it took me a minute. Bottom of the fourth coming up. We are in a commercial break. Make sure you all hit the like button. Hit that subscribe if you're new. Greatly appreciate it. So let's see if the Yankees could put up some more runs. Bradish right now at 64 pitches. Ryan Weathers at 66 pitches. So pitch count for both guys pretty close. Here's JC Escar to lead things off here in the bottom of the fourth. He takes ball one outside. The 1-0. And Escar rips that to right field. And it's a foul ball. 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to JC Escara. As Bradish sets here on the 1-1, the pitch. In the dirt, ball 2. 2-1 now to JC Escara. Two one pitch. And Escara hits that and right to Jeremiah Jackson, who makes the catch for out number 1. And that's going to bring Ryan McMahon to the plate. I mean, yeah, no, Robert, I understand what you're saying, but again, you could walk Alonso, but what if the guy after him, hits a 2-run home run? Then what? You know what I mean? Then the Yankees are only up by 1. As McMahon hits that ball to left center field, that ball is off the wall. McMahon is going for 2, and that is an easy double there for Ryan McMahon. Let's go. That's going to bring Jose Caballero to the plate. Beautiful piece of hitting there by Ryan McMahon. Gets a double on the first pitch. Well, happy birthday to your son there, Robert. What's going on, buddy? How are you? First pitch, foul ball, 0-1 to Jose Caballero. He drew a walk in his first at bat. Nice, Robert. So McMahon at second, 1 out. The 0-1 to Caballero is popped up. Foul territory, out of play, 0-2. Caballero calls time. We got Trent Grisham waiting on deck. And back to action. Bradish sets here on the 0-2, looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Foul ball by Caballero, staying alive. No balls, 2 strikes here to Caballero. The 0-2. Oh, and that ball gets away. Ryan McMahon going to third, and he is in there on a wild pitch. So runner on third with 1 out now. It's 1-2 to Jose Caballero. So 1-2 now to Caballero. The 1-2, swing and a miss, and Caballero strikes out. And that's going to bring Trent Grisham to the plate. So Volpe will remain in Somerset through tomorrow. 20-day rehab assignment ends tomorrow. Let's see what the Yankees decide to do. So third strikeout for Bradish. So he's got 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Trent Grisham takes ball 1 upstairs. What's up, Rodolfo? The 1-0. Ball 2, 2-0. Grisham 1 for 1. Had a walk, a double, scored a run. Yankees trying to get that 4th run. The 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1 now to Trent Grisham. The 2-1. 2-2 now to Trent Grisham. Two and two here to Trent Grisham. Oh, pitch is inside, full count. 3-2 now. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. McMahon at third. Pitch number 80 coming up here for Bradish, the payoff. And Grisham hits that ball deep into right field. And that ball is gone. It's a 2-run home run for Trent Grisham. The Yankees now have a 5-1 lead. Let's go. Trent Grisham and the Yankees now lead 5-1 with Ben Rice now coming to the plate. And Grisham answers big time. Let's make some noise. And Ben Rice at the plate. It's 1-0. The 1-0. 2-0 now to Ben Rice. The 2-0. 3-0 now to Ben Rice. The 3-0. Rice takes a strike, 3-1. Three balls, one strike here to Ben Rice. And Rice hits that to right field. He keeps the inning alive. It's a 2-out single for Ben Rice. Let's go. And that's going to bring Aaron Judge to the plate. Here's Aaron Judge, swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1 outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is called a strike, 1-2. Bradish at 88 pitches. Rice takes his lead at first. The 1-2, and Judge strikes out looking, and that's going to end the inning. But the Yankees do put up 2 more runs on a 2-run home run by Trent Grisham. The Yankees now have a 5-1 lead. And that was the 4th strikeout for Kyle Bradish. Tell him, Robert. So Ryan Weathers he'll be back on the mound. He's at 66 pitches. So he'll be facing Jeremiah Jackson, Weston Wilson, and Blaze Alexander. He'll be facing the bottom of the Orioles lineup. And I got a couple of scores here. In other games, the Twins are beating the Blue Jays 3-2 in the bottom of the 3rd. The Cubs are beating the Diamondbacks 1-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Yankees are winning right now 5-1 against the Orioles. But I hope everybody is having a great weekend so far. Hopefully you're all having a great Saturday. 37 likes. Appreciate you guys and gals. Let's get those likes up. Anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? I'm having a good day, good weekend, man. I was off yesterday. I'm off today. It's been just really like relaxing as much as I possibly can. So I have no complaints. All right, let's get back to the game here. Ryan Weathers, first pitch to Jackson. One pitch, one out, just like that. And that's going to bring Weston Wilson to the plate. First pitch is a strike 0-1. Oh and 1. 1-1 now. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Now to Wilson. Weathers looking for his fifth strikeout of the game. As he sets here on the 1-2, the pitch is popped up in foul territory. Rice is fighting the sun, and he makes the catch for out number 2. And that's going to bring Blaze Alexander to the plate. Yeah, he had to fight the sun and makes the catch there by where all the camera people are. And here is Blaze Alexander. First pitch is in there. First strike, 0-1. The 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Yankees leading 5-1 here in the top of the 5th. The 1-1. 2-1 now to Blaze Alexander. The 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. Time to play that 2-strike board. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Weather sets the 2-2. Ball 3, pitches high, 3-2. Payoff pitch. And hey, struck him out looking, and Alexander is challenging that pitch. Let's see if it does get overturned as we wait. And it is, in fact, a strike. So the Orioles do lose a challenge. So strikeout number 5 for Weathers. And that's going to take us to the bottom of the 5th. So good job to Ryan Weathers. He has 77 pitches. Definitely good for another inning. And we are in a commercial break, folks. Yankees are up 5-1. I'm going to take a small break myself. I'll be right back. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe, and give me just a moment. All right, let's get back to the game. And Cody Bellinger is going to lead things off here in the bottom of the fifth. So Bellinger 2 for 2 had that solo home run and had that RBI double. And here is Keegan Aiken in the game. So Bradish's day is over as Bellinger takes strike one. So Bradish, 4 innings, gave up 6 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. The 0-1. And Bellinger hits that ball deep into right field. And that is the second home run for Cody Bellinger. It's a 6-1 game. Let's go. The Yankees are up 6-1. Fifth home run of the season. He is home run for Cody Bellinger, and the Yankees are up 6-1. Let's get pumped up. What's up, Dev? Second multi-home run game for Cody Bellinger. Let's go. There's strike one to Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Talking all that jazz.
0-1. 1-1 now to Jazz. Oh, swing and a miss there by Jazz Chisholm. Jazz is 0 for 1 in today's game. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Aiken sets the pitch in the dirt. Full count now to to Jazz Chisholm. The payoff, and Jazz pops that one up to center field. And the catch is made. And Jason Dominguez now will be coming to the plate. So Cody Bellinger having himself a fantastic game. 2 homers and a double. He's 3 for 3. Here's Dominguez now. He takes strike one. Dominguez is 0 for 2. The 0-1. Ball 1 now to Dominguez. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. And Dominguez hits a grounder. Oh, it's a foul ball. 1-2 now to Dominguez. And Dominguez fouls that one back. It's still 1-2. The 1-2. And Dominguez hits that ball to right center field, and that's going to be a 1-out single. So Dominguez gets his first hit of the day, and that's going to bring J.C. Escara. So runner on first, 1 out for J.C. Escara. And swing and a miss there by Escara, 0-1. The 0-1. And Dominguez taking his lead there at first. Here's the 0-2 and a foul ball by J.C. Escara. And J.C. Escara hits a grounder. This could be two. There's one. And there's two. An inning-ending double play. And that's going to end the bottom of the fifth. But the Yankees add another run to the board. A solo home run by Cody Bellinger. It's a 6-1 game. It's a belly day today. And I'm going to take another quick break. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. And we got Taylor Ward leading things off here. In the top of the sixth, Ryan Weathers is back on the mound. It's 1-1 here to Taylor Ward. The 1-1. Ball two. 2-1. As Weathers sets here on the 2-1, the pitch is 2-2 now. Got him with the sweeper. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Weathers looking for his 6th strikeout of the game. The 2-2 is popped up right side. It's a foul ball. Rice was making a run for it. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes to Taylor Ward. Weathers sets. Here's the 2-2. And that is hit to left field. And Ward is going for 2. The throw from Bellinger. Oh, nope. Ward's going to hold off. So it's going to be a single for Ward. So good job to Cody Bellinger. And that's going to bring Gunnar Henderson to the plate. So Weathers right now at 83 pitches. Hopefully he can get out of the top of the 6th. First pitch. Henderson shows bunt, lays off, ball 1. The 1-0. 2-0 now to Gunnar Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 2 in today's game. That's the second hit given up by Ryan Weathers. The other hit was on a solo home run from by Pete Alonso, and he got Jake Bird warming up in the bullpen. So 2-1 count here to Henderson. The 2-1. There's a strike, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Henderson. Runner on first. The 2-2. And that is hit into center field. So back-to-back hits here by the Orioles. Trying to make a little noise here. Runners on first and second with nobody out. That's going to bring Adley Rutschman. Let's see if Boone decides to keep Weathers in there. He's at 88 pitches right now. I know they got Jake Bird warming up in the bullpen. So it looks like Matt Blake is going to come out to talk to Weathers. Bird is warming up. They're giving him some time to warm up in the bullpen. So Orioles have a couple of hits in this inning. Oh, and shut up to my guy Rodney with the gifted membership. Thank you, Rodney. You are the man. What's up, my guy? And Aiden, the athletic kid, gets the membership. So shout out to Rodney for the gifted membership. Thank you so much. You are the man. All right, and here we go. It's 0-1 here to Adley Rutschman. The 0-1 is a ground ball. Hits to Rice. Goes to second. Whoa, what are you doing? What was the hesitation there? What happened? So bases are loaded now. So that wasn't good. So what happened here? Ground ball right to Rice. So it looks like Caballero wasn't get to the bag on time. So official score, it's a fielder's choice and an error. So that makes sense. Yep, that's going to do it for Ryan Weathers. Not what you wanted here. He is responsible for the runners on base. So Jake Bird's going to come into the game. He's going to face Pete Alonso when we get back from commercial. So it was a miscommunication there in the Yankee infield. Not what you wanted. But Ryan Weathers standing night is or day is over. So again, he's responsible for the guys on base. So it was a fielder's choice and an error. So that error, I believe, would be on Ben Rice. Yeah. So Rice should have just gotten the easy out there at first. It would have been runners on second and third, but it would have been better than the bases loaded. He should have just taken that ball, stepped on the bag, man. But at the same time, I understand what Rice was trying to do, but Caballero wasn't. I don't know if he just didn't get the bag on time, but it was still a bad throw by Ben Rice. So not what you wanted. But let's hope the Yankees can get out of this jam. They are up 6-1, but that could that could change real quick. And as I always say, whenever this team makes an error, man, it could lead to something bad. Um, it's these simple little plays that you have to execute. You know, and here's Jake Bird facing Pete Alonso. Bird closed out last night's game. Let's see what he does here in the top of the sixth. It's 1-0 here to Pete Alonso. He comes in with the bases loaded, and Alonso fouls that one back. It's 1-1. And Brent Hedrick warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees as Bird sets to 1-1. Foul ball, 1-2. And the 1-2. 2-2. Bird sets the 2-2. And it's a grounder. Let's see if they go two. There's one. And there's two. Good double play, but the Orioles do get another run in. So it's a 6-2 game now. But that double play was needed. So good job to Ryan McMahon getting it started there. So nice double play turned there by the Yankee infield, started by Ryan McMahon. Now we have a runner on third with 2 outs, and that brings Tyler O'Neill. And first pitch to O'Neill is a ball. The 1-0. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Tyler O'Neill. The 1-1. 1-2. Time to play that 2-strike horn. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. Yankees leading 6-2 here in the top of the sixth. And it's ball 2. The 2-2. Full count. Now to O'Neill. And the payoff, ball 4. So it's a 2-out walk to O'Neill. So the inning is still alive. Runners on the corners. And it looks like Basayo is going to come in to pinch hit for Kobe Mayo. And Matt Blake coming out to have a little word with the bird. Hopefully the Yankees are able to get out of this inning without giving up more runs. They have a 4-run lead. They have a 4-run lead right now, so that's good. First pitch from Bird is in there for a strike, 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike here to Bird, or to Basayo, as Bird sets here on the 0-1 to pitch. And that is ripped to right field. That's going to be a fair ball. 1 run's going to score. And O'Neill's going to be held up at third. So it's a pinch hit RBI double by Samuel Basayo. And it's now a 6-3 game with Jeremiah Jackson coming to the plate. Not what you wanted to see here. So Yankees are up 3. Yankees desperately need to get out of this inning. The Orioles are gaining some momentum here. That's going to bring Jeremiah Jackson, who is 0 for 2 in this game. And first pitch, 1-0. The Yankees did have Brent Hedrick warming up in the bullpen. Bird coming up here with his 15th pitch of the inning. And that is fouled back, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Strike 2. Time to play that 2-strike. Ball 2. Yankees leading in this game 6-3. Pitches into dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Jackson. Bird sets the 2-2. And that is popped up and foul ball out of play. Still 2-2 to Jackson. Yankees desperately need to get out of this inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. The 2-2. Full count. The payoff. And there's a grounder to Caballero. Throws over to first and gets Jackson out. So finally, the Yankees are out of that inning, and we're going to the bottom of the 6, 8, 9, 1 batters coming up. So Bird comes in. gets the job done. And he's not responsible for the runs there. That was on Weathers, but Weathers is only responsible for the one. He gave up 3, but one of those was earned. So remember, Bird came in with the bases loaded. Could have been a lot worse, but the Orioles managed to score 2 runs. The Yankees are up 6-3. But McMahon, Caballero, and Trent Grisham will be coming up in the bottom of the 6th. So let's see if the Yankees could put up some more runs. And yet, Bird got them out of the inning. So I don't know what we're complaining about. Bird came in a pretty high risk situation. I wasn't exactly in favor of it, but hey, came in with the bases loaded, able to get a double play. Yeah, he gave up the 2 runs, but even though those 2 runs were not on him, still managed to get out of it. That's all that matters at the end of the day. But let's see what the Yankees do here in the bottom of the 6th. And we'll see if Keegan Aiken is going to be back on the mound. But I will go ahead and end the poll there. So looks like there was a total of 30 votes. And 73% of you said 4 to 6 innings. So congratulations. So Ryan Weathers' final line was 5 innings, gave up 3 runs. One of those was earned, had the 2 walks, had 5 strikeouts. And the only thing I got right on Ryan Weathers was the walks. I was slightly off on a couple of the other ones that I predictions on his line. All right, here's Grant Wolfram. And Ryan McMahon is at the plate. He'll start things off here in bottom of the 6th. He's 1 for 2. The 0-1 pitches outside, 1-1. The 1-1. McMahon fouls that back. It's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here to Ryan McMahon. Here's the pitch. And McMahon strikes out. And that's going to bring Jose Caballero to the plate. So name that Yankee. 101 and 85 record, 3.64 ERA, 237 starts. Played for the Brewers in 51 and 53. Played for the Yankees from 55 to 62. Played for, I think it looks like the Angels in 63 and then the Red Sox in 63. Can't tell who that second team is there. If anybody can name that Yankee, I wouldn't be able to tell you. It's 1-1 now to Jose Caballero. Wolfram sets. Here's the 1-1. 2-1 now. Yeah, it is a good game, Katie. It's a good game. I agree. The 2-1. 3-1 now. 3 balls, 1 strike here to Caballero. And the pitch from Wolfram is a foul ball. It's a full count. Caballero calls time. And the payoff. And Caballero hits it right to second to Jeremiah Jackson, who fields it, throws over to first. And that's going to bring Trent Grisham to the plate. Grisham had that big 2-run home run in his last at bat. Let's see what he does here against Wolfram. Grisham is 2 for 2, 3 for 6 in this series with a home run, couple of ribbies. Grisham takes strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Ball 1, 1-1. And the 1-1 from Wolfram is a swing and a miss. 1-2 now to Trent Grisham. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham, 2 outs. Yankees are leading 6-3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch from Wolfram, and Grisham strikes out looking. And we're going to the top of the 7th. Wilson, Alexander, and Ward coming up for the Orioles. 8-9-1 batters coming up. But the Yankees have a 6-3 lead. Let's see if they can protect that 6-3 lead. I know Camilo Duvall was warming up in the bullpen. We'll see if he comes into the game to face the Orioles bats. And the game has officially been a little over 2 hours. So top of the 7th is coming up. And what do we got here? The Twins are beating the Blue Jays 4-2 in the top of the 6th. The Cubs are beating the Diamondbacks 1-0 in the top of the 6th. But hopefully everybody's having a good Saturday. Hopefully you're all enjoying your weekend so far. Hopefully you all got some fun plans. Make sure you all hit the like button in the live stream. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. I would greatly appreciate it. Home run prediction correct. Who did you have there, Katie? Hitman says Saturday is solid so far. Cool, man. You doing anything fun, or what are you up to today, dude? Or are you just kind of kicking back? Oh, the Orioles. Bob Turley was the answer for that Name That Yankee, in case anybody was wondering. I wouldn't have been able to answer that question. And it looks like Camilo Duvall is going to be in the game for the Yankees. So let's see how Duvall does. Duvall did pitch last night just like Jake Bird did. And here we go. Top of the 7th. Dylan Beavers is leading things off. He's pinch hitting for Wilson. And Duvall's in the game. First pitch from Duvall, ball 1. Duvall sets the 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1. The 1-1. Ball 2. 2-1. Nice hit, man. That sounds like a lot of fun. The 2-1. 3-1 now to Beavers. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to Beavers. We're in the top of the 7th. The Yankees leading 6-3, and it's a walk to Beavers. So a runner will be on first, leadoff walk, and that's going to bring Blaze Alexander to the plate. And first pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1 to Alexander. Both teams have a challenge remaining. They both lost a challenge when they challenged the call at the plate. And Duvall throws over to first. Beaver safely gets back. And you got Tim Hill and Brent Hedrick, 2 lefties warming up in the Yankee bullpen. As Duvall sets here on the 0-1. Here's the pitch. So stolen base for Beavers. Now we have a runner on second. It's 1-1 here to Alexander with a runner on second now. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Foul back, still 1-2. And another 1-2 pitch coming up. 2-2 now to Alexander. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Alexander. And the pitch from Duvall is ball 3. It's a full count now. The payoff. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Nice strikeout there by Duvall. First out of the inning, and that's going to bring Taylor Ward down to the plate with 1 out, runner on second. Got him with that 95-mile-per-hour sinker. Look at that spin on that pitch. And here's Taylor Ward, who's 1 for 2. And Duvall steps off, keeping his eye on Beavers. So back to the top of the lineup here for the Orioles. First pitch, 0-1. Here's the 0-1, and there goes Beavers. And to throw to third, and Beavers is safe. So, stolen base in the same inning for Beavers. One and one here to Ward, and to throw over to third, and Beavers is safe. Kind of almost caught him sleeping there. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball. Rice picks it up, steps on the bag, and that's going to score a run. So it's now a 6-4 game. That was an RBI ground out by Taylor Ward, and that's going to bring Gunnar Henderson to the plate. Yankees all of a sudden now only up by 2 runs. So the Orioles trying to make some noise, and it looks like that's going to do it for Duvall. So Aaron Boone is making a change. Looks like Tim Hill is going to come into the game to try and close it out. So Tim Hill will be coming into the game. And just like that, we are in a commercial break. Yankees still do have a 6-4 lead, but Orioles trying to make a comeback here. They scored 2 in the top of the 6th, 1 here in the 7th. The Yankees are up by 2. You hope that they can get out of this inning, and in the bottom of the 7th, you hope that the Yankees can add some more runs to the board. The Orioles trying to get back into that win column, so they're trying to do everything that they can. But the Yankees are up 6-4. And some other scores around Major League Baseball. So Twins are up 4-3 against the Blue Jays in the bottom of the 6th. Cubs are up 1-0 in the bottom of the 6th against the Diamondbacks. And you got the A's and Guardians starting here soon. Same with the Pirates and Reds, Nationals, Brewers, Red Sox, Astros. You're going to have several other games being played later. It looks like we are back. And we got Gunnar Henderson at the plate with 2 outs. So here's Tim Hill. 13 games for him so far this season, has an ERA of 1.42. One of the better arms in the Yankee bullpen. And first pitch, there's a grounder right to Jazz, fields it, throws to first. Whoa. Henderson was running down that line. And Tim Hill gets the job done. And just like that, we're in the bottom of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch, folks. So you know what that means. Get up, stretch, get some food, get a drink, get a snack. Come right back, folks. I'll leave you all with some tunes. I'll be right back. Don't go away. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. All right. We are back. Here's Ben Rice leading things off for the New York Yankees. We got Anthony Nunez on the mound for the Orioles, so he'll be facing Rice, Judge, and Bellinger. So 2-0 count here to Ben Rice. As Nunez sets, here's the 2-0. 3-0 now to Ben Rice. As Nunez sets here on the 3-0, the pitch. A 4-pitch walk to Ben Rice.
Now walk it out. 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 Now walk it out.
And that's going to bring Aaron Judge to the plate. And here's Aaron Judge. He takes ball one. Here's the 1-0. There's a strike, 1-1 now. The 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. Balls, one strike here to Aaron Judge. The 2-1. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Judge. And it's be 3-2, and Rice will be at second. That's a stolen base for Ben Rice. So it's a full count to Aaron Judge. And the payoff. And Judge grounds that foul. Still a 3-2 count here to the Yankee captain. The payoff. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks here.
Now walk it out. 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 Now walk it out.
And that's going to bring Cody Bellinger to the plate. And there's a visit to the mound. So runners on first and second with nobody out. Here's Cody Bellinger. He is 3 for 3, 2 home runs and a double in today's game. Let's see if he's able to get his 4th hit of the game. It would be bonkers if he hit his 3rd home run of the game. Let's get hyped up here. Let's get hyped up. Let's see if the Yankees could add some more runs to the scoreboard here. And we are ready to go. As Nunez sets here on the first pitch against Bellinger. And Bellinger fouls that one back. It's 0-1. Bellinger calls time. And he is ready to go as Nunez sets on the 0-1. The pitch. In the dirt. Blocked by Rushman. 2 balls or 1 ball, 1 strike now to Cody Bellinger. We have looks like there's a pitch comm issue. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Cody Bellinger. Runners on first and second, and nobody out. Yankees leading 6-4. The pitch from Nunez is outside, ball 2, 2-1. The 2-1. And Bellinger hits that, and that gets past. And Rice is going to round third. He's going to score. It's a 7-4 game. Judge will go to third. It's an RBI single for Cody Bellinger. We'll see how they rule that. Yeah, Jeremiah Jackson dives for it, bounces off his glove as Rice will score. So Bellinger 4 for 4, gets his 4th hit of the day. That's 4 RBIs for Cody Bellinger. And there goes Bellinger. And let's add a stolen base to that too while we're at it. So runners on second and third with nobody out. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is at the plate.
Talking all that jazz.
It's 1-0 here to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Second career 4-hit game with the Yankees for Cody Bellinger. The 1-0. And Jazz, there's a base hit for Jazz. That Judge is going to score. Bellinger is going to score. And that's a double for Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the Yankees add 2 more runs. It's now a 9-4 game. Let's go. The Yankees making some noise here in the bottom of the 7th. It's a party here in the bottom of the 7th here, folks. It is a party. Let's go. And it's a 2 RBI double for Jazz Chisholm Jr. And there's a pitching change for the Orioles. And Dominguez, Escara, and McMahon will be due up, but the Yankees making some noise here. They score 3 runs here in the bottom of the 7th, and they're back up to a 5-run lead. The Orioles were getting close. They were trailing by 2. They were trying to make some noise. And the Yankees bats coming alive here in the bottom of the 7th. What up, Celso? Celso's in the building. What's up, dude? How's it going, man? Pretty happy. You happy with how the Yankees are playing right now? You're happy with how the Yankees are playing in this game today? But Yankees bats coming alive here in the bottom of the seventh as they are taking it to the Orioles. They have a 7-4 lead or 9-4 lead. Yeah, Jigga's saying, yeah, buddy. Yeah, this is a good game, man. I'm loving it. I am loving it. Hopefully you all are too. All right, let's get back to the game. And that is going to bring Jason Dominguez to the plate. And Dietrich Enns is your pitcher on the mound for the Orioles. Dominguez takes strike one. Dominguez is 0 for 1 or 1 for 3. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Here's the 0-2, and as I say that, Enns steps off the mound. So runner on second with nobody out. The 0-2, swing and a miss, and Dominguez strikes out for the first out of the inning, and that's going to bring J.C. Escada to the plate. And here's J.C. Escada, who is 0 for 3 in today's game. First pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Yankees are up 9-4 here in the bottom of the seventh. The 0-1, 1-1 now. Here's the 1-1, 2-1. Now to Escada. Oh, they got Jazz in a rundown as he's making his way back to second. Jazz is still running, and it looks like they have gotten Jazz. So got caught in a rundown. Jazz was running, and then he stopped midway. Not what we wanted. So 2 outs now. It's 2-1 to Escada. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Now to J.C. Escada. And J.C. Escada hits that ball to right field. That's going to be a fair ball. That is at the wall, going to the wall. Escada going to second. It's a 2-out double for J.C. Escada. Man, if only Jazz was on base, it would have been a 10-4 game. But I'll still take that hit from JC Escara. That's going to bring Ryan McMahon to the plate. And McMahon takes ball one. The 1-0 in there for a strike, 1-1. McMahon swings and misses 1-2. The 1-2 pitches in the dirt, 2-2. Balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're on second, including 9-4. The 2-2. And McMahon fouls that one. Still 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. End sets. Here's the 2-2. And McMahon hits a little blooper, and that is caught by Ward, and definitely takes a run away. But the Yankees do put up 3 more runs as they have a 9-4 lead. The lead is back up to 5, and that's going to take us to the top of the 8th. So good job to the Yankees bats. Well, we got to talk about Cody Bellinger here, folks. 4 for 4 for Cody Bellinger. 4 for 4, 4 RBIs. I mean, scored 3 runs. I mean, what more can you say about Cody Bellinger in today's game? What a game he's having. Time for an RB or not, right? Hitman, yeah. They almost had it. That ball almost dropped, but unfortunately just, got stolen by Ward. But what are you going to do? But the Yankees do have a 9-4 lead. Makes it a little bit more comfortable for the bullpen. So let's hope the bullpen can do their job. So top of the 8th is coming up. So Yankees are 6 outs away from winning the second game against the Baltimore Orioles. So Rushman, Alonso, Tyler O'Neill will be due up. And it looks like Paul Blackburn is going to be brought into the game. Player of the game, give him a raise of 50 cents to the dollar for Cody, right? Yeah, I remember a lot of folks were crapping on him getting signed back. But he's been solid, man. His glove in the outfield has been fantastic. His bat's been great so far. Right now his batting average sitting at 276. He's got an 855 OPS. I mean, can't go wrong with that. But the Yankees are looking to win their second game. Paul Blackburn is on the mound for the New York Yankees. I like the side. Yeah, Cody was definitely reliable. I mean, folks can talk about all they want how, Cody was overpaid, but guess what? Every player that got signed was overpaid. So, and right now, as of right now, Cody's living up to his contract. So the haters can talk. But here's Adley Rushman. He has an 0-1 count. He's 0 for 3 today. Here's the 0-1 from Blackburn, and there's a grounder right to Caballero. Fields it, throws to first for out number 1. And that's going to bring Pete Alonso now to the plate. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, for me, look, the market's going to dictate what players get paid, but realistically, I think Bellinger was more deserving of 28 to 29. 30, sure, but the market's going to dictate what these guys get paid. So tomorrow's matchup is going to be Trey Gibson, who's a AAA pitcher for the Orioles, facing Max Fried in tomorrow afternoon's game. We got Pete Alonso, who's 1 for 3. He's got a 2-0 count against him. The 2-0. 2-1 now to Pete Alonso. They're all overpaid. That's what you're right about that, Hitman. The 2-1, 3-1. I mean, you look at all the contracts over the years, right? I mean, yeah, there's a lot of guys that have been overpaid for sure. The 3-1, 3-2. Let's see if Blackburn could get a strikeout here. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's a full count to Pete Alonso as he calls time. And here's the payoff, and that ball is lined to right field, and it is caught by Aaron Judge for the second out of the inning, and that's going to bring Tyler O'Neill now to the plate. Scratch that. That's bringing Colton Cowser, who's going to pinch hit for Tyler O'Neill. So here's Colton Cowser with 2 outs. First pitch in the dirt. 1-0. The 1-0 is in there for a strike. 1-1 now to Cowser. As Blackburn sets here on the 1-1 to pitch. Ball 2, 2-1. The 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1 now. And it's a walk to Cowser as he will take first base. Samuel Basayo will be coming to the plate with 2 outs. Basayo came in as a pinch hitter. Had that big RBI double in the 6th when the Orioles were trying to rally back. First pitch to Basayo is a strike, 0-1. As Blackburn sets here on the 0-1. Basayo calls time. The 0-1. Pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Time to play that 2-strike horn. One, two, swing and a miss. Basayo strikes out, and that'll end the inning. That'll take us to the bottom of the 8th. Caballero, Grisham, Rice due up. Yankees are 3 outs away from winning the second game of the series against the Orioles. Am I offline? I am not offline. I shouldn't be offline. But we are heading into the bottom of the 8th. Yankees are looking to get their 22nd win of the season. But hopefully everybody is having a great day. Hopefully you're all having a great week. Hopefully you're all having a great weekend. Yeah, probably after the game, I'll probably just go outside, go take a walk there at the park that's near my house. Just get some fresh air, just enjoy my Saturday. Just all I've been doing the last couple of days is relaxing and getting my naps in. I'm not going to lie, getting some sleep. So it's kind of at least for me, it was a tiring week. I can't speak for the rest of you, but you just need that R&R, man, on your days off. I mean, sometimes you don't get it just because there's things that you got to take care of. Sometimes life comes up. Yeah, sleep and walks are good, man. Both big time stress relievers. No doubt about that. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, exactly, man. And Jose Caballero is going to lead things off. We are in the bottom of the 8th. Yankees up 9-4. First pitch to Caballero is a ball. So Nick Rackett, new pitcher on the mound. He's a lefty. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 outside, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike here to Caballero. The pitch from Rackett is in there for a strike, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Caballero. As Rackett sets the 2-2. And Caballero hits a grounder to Henderson, fields it, throws to first, and gets Caballero out. And we're back to the top of the lineup. That's going to bring Trent Grisham to the plate. Grisham is 2 for 3 in today's game. He had a walk double, a 2-run home run, and he scored 2 runs. So here is Trent Grisham. And it's 1-0 to Trent. The 1-0. Grisham fouls that one back. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. And a 1-1. And Grisham hits that ball to left field, and that ball is fouled. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. Ben Rice is waiting on deck. Racket waits Grisham as Grisham calls time. The 1-2 lays off. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. As Racket sets the 2-2. Ball 3. It's a full count. As Racket sets here on the 3-2, here's the payoff. And Grisham pops that one up in the infield. Henderson calls for it, makes the catch for out number 2, and that's going to bring Ben Rice now to the plate. So Rice is 1 for 3 in today's game. So let's see what Ben Rice does here with 2 outs. First pitch is outside, ball 1. The 1-0, 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. The Yankees have a 9-4 lead. Racket sets the 2-0, 3-0 now. The 3-0. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Ben Rice. It's a 2-out walk. Ben Rice.
Now walk it out. Walk it out. Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Now walk it out. Now walk it out.
And that is going to bring Aaron Judge to the plate. First pitch to Judge is in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. 1-1 on Judge. Here's the 1-1. Judge fouls that one. It's 1-2. Ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 1-2. Judge fouls that one. Still 1-2. The 1-2. And Judge strikes out looking. Didn't like the call. Could have challenged it, but decided not to. But the Yankees are 3 outs away now from winning this game as we head into the top of the ninth. Yankees have a 9-4 lead. So looking at other scores around baseball, the Blue Jays have blown up. They have an 11-4 lead over the Twins right now in the bottom of the 8th. The Cubs are beating the Diamondbacks 1-0 in the bottom of the 8th. The A's are beating the Guardians 2-1 in the top of the 3rd. The Pirates are beating the Reds 5-3 in the top of the 2nd. The Brewers are beating the Nationals right now 3-0 in the bottom of the 2nd. Houston's winning 1-0 against the Red Sox in the top of the 2nd. 0-0 game between the Marlins and Phillies. It's kind of worth mentioning. The Phillies are 4-0 under Don Mattingly right now, who's the interim manager. So I know Dombrowski wanted to get Alex Cora to run the Phillies, but Cora decided he wanted to spend some time with his family. But the Yankees are 3 outs away. Yeah, I'm happy for Don Mattingly too. I hope Mattingly finds success. We'll see how the rest of the season plays out. But when we get back from commercial break, Jeremiah Jackson, Dylan Beavers, and Blaze Alexander will be due up for the Baltimore Orioles. We'll see if the Yankees bring somebody in. What's up, Stephen B? But I appreciate you all hanging out with me on this Saturday afternoon. And Paul Blackburn is back on the mound. Jeremiah Jackson is at the plate. He's 0 for 3. He takes strike 1. 0-1 here to Jackson. And there's a foul ball, 0-2. So 0-2 here to Jeremiah Jackson. The 0-2. There's a grounder. Caballero fields it, throws to first, and gets Jackson out for the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring Dylan Beavers to the plate. Here's Beavers, who takes ball 1. 1-0. Nice, Beagle. Here's the 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. The 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Yankees are 2 outs away from winning the second game of the series. Here's the 2-1. That ball is hit into left field. Bellinger's running back, running, still running, makes the catch for out number 2. Good job to Cody Bellinger making that play. And that's going to bring Blaze Alexander. Yankees are 1 out away now from winning the second game. And foul ball by Alexander. Max Fried is going to be pitching in tomorrow's game, the third game of the series. So 0-1 count here to Alexander. Here's the pitch. 0-2. Time to play that 2-strike ball. No balls, 3 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the ninth, Yankees 9-4. Paul Blackburn trying to close things out. Here's the 0-2. Foul ball. Still 0-2. The 0-2. 1-2. All right, we hit 50 likes. Thank you, Stephen B. Thank you all for helping me get to 50 likes. Greatly appreciate it. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out looking, but it is being challenged by Alexander. So let's see what ABS says. And it was, in fact, a strike. So the game is over. The Yankees win the second game. Congratulations to the New York Yankees. I mean, Yankees did everything right today. I mean, what more can you ask for? I mean, Ryan Weathers did what he had to do. He got his second win of the season. Right now, his ERA is at 3.03. ERA is still good. So he went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs. 1 of those was earned. He gave up 2 walks, struck out 5. Jake Bird came in and, came in with the bases loaded. He gave up a couple of runs, but those runs were not on him, but still was able to get the job done. Duvall came in, only gave up the 1 run. He got the job done. And then Tim Hill and Paul Blackburn got the job done. So the Yankees bullpen held it down, and the Yankees bats were just on fire today. They were 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position, left 6 men on base, but 4 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Bellinger with 2 home runs. Bellinger was 4 for 4, had 4 RBIs, and Trent Grisham had that big 2-run home run. And I think the game belt needs to go to Cody Bellinger. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I think he was the player of the game. But overall, a great game by the New York Yankees. Fantastic win by the New York Yankees. And gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Yeah, thank you, Jay White. Thanks for the kind words. Happy to call these games, man. Whenever I'm able to. I try to call every game I possibly can. I mean, I know I'm not going to be able to. I mean, calling 162 games would be awesome, but it's not possible, right? And trust me, I would love to do this full time. I'm hoping one day I could do this full time, because that would be amazing to just do this as a full time gig. You know what I mean? That would be maybe one day. Who knows, man? Who knows what the future holds? But I can only dream. But that's going to do it for me, folks. Thank you all for hanging out with me on this Saturday afternoon. I'm going to go relax for a little while, but I appreciate you all hanging out with me. The Yankees win another game. They now improve to 22-11. So let's see what they do tomorrow. So just so everybody knows, tomorrow unfortunately I'm not going to be able to call the game. I do have to work, but Monday night I'll keep you all in the loop as far as if I'm going to be calling the game or not. Monday night I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to, but again I'll let you all know. Jaden, what up, Jaden? He says, and if he eats his steaks raw, that's right, buddy. I appreciate it, Hitman. Thank you so much, Hitman. You're awesome, dude. Really. But everybody here, thank you all very much. But that's going to do it for me, folks. The Yankees win 9-4. They improve to 22-11. They're 11 games over 500. Let's keep that ball rolling. Let's see what the Yankees do in the next 2 games. Win tomorrow guarantees them the series. And the 4th game, if they win that, that's a sweep. And I'll take that. I'll take a 4-game sweep. But that's going to do it for me, folks. Thank you all again very much. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Have a great weekend, everybody. I'll see you all next time. All right. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button if you are new and you're watching for the first time. I would greatly appreciate it. And share this channel out with everyone you know. All right. Let's continue growing this channel. Thank you all very much. Have a great one, everyone. And as always, let's go Yankees.